Hello everyone. Adolf brings you the next installment of its super cool interview series. A dialogue that gets behind the surface and helps us to learn what makes a young celebrity stick. And today we have none other than young Arzoi with us. Hello Arzoi, how are you today?
Hello,
How are you today?
I'm super. Because I think 2 days ago I had 2 new play dates and that made me really, really happy.
You had 2 new playdates.
2 play dates in a row.
Oh, okay. So it seems like you are having fun days these days.
And
Okay.
yesterday I also had a picnic.
All right, seems like fun things are happening. And Arzoi, I want to know all about it, and even our viewers want to know all about it. All right, but before that, why don't you tell me your full name and how old you are?
I'm Arzoi Chadha and I'm 7 years old. Next year I will be turning 8.
Okay, so when is your birthday?
My birthday is 28th of May.
Okay, 28th of May. So you have a few months.
I don't think it's a few months. I think it's like 7 or 8 months.
All right, so a little more than a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Since we are talking about birthdays, Arzoi, can you tell me which birthday of yours has been your favorite so far?
On my 6th birthday, I had lots of fun. So, when I came back from school, all my friends were there at home and then they surprised me and we had lots of fun together. We ate cake, we played, we went upstairs and downstairs and ran all over the house. Then together we went to Cotswolds.
All right. And where did you go at the end?
We went to Cotswolds. It's a place where there are small little cottages and you can stay there and you can have lots of fun.
Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't have much memory of what we did there, but I just know that we went to Cotswolds.
And you had fun there.
Yeah.
Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong. Is it pronounced as Cotswolds?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And this is a place in London.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that was about your favorite birthday. Let me ask you a few more questions about your favorite memories, Arzoi. So I know you are young, but is there still a memory that you have that makes you very happy?
I have 2.
Okay.
So the first one, the one that happened way first. So when I went to Maldives, every day in the evening I used to go out and say hello to the baby white crabs and say, "Can I take this home with me?"
Okay. That sounds like a beautiful and fun memory, in fact.
And then the other one was when I got into Latimer.
Okay.
It's my new school.
Okay.
So there, the teachers are really nice, and I think, yeah, I would have lots of fun there.
So have you started going to Latimer?
No, I will start on the 5th of September.
All right then. So I hope you have loads of fun.
And I met 2 friends who are also getting into Latimer yesterday for the picnic.
So you have already started making friends there, Zoe?
Yes, there's a day called the introduction where you get introduced to the friends. So there are 2 friends. One was called Zainab and one was called Sarah.
Okay. So, well, you must be looking forward to your days there. I hope you have loads of fun. All right.
Also Zainab's birthday is also in May, 12th of May.
So you have friends who share the same birthday month with you and the same school.
Yes.
All right, what a coincidence. Okay, Arzoi, coming on to my next question for you. Now, this one is going to be a pretend question where I want you to pretend like someone else. Okay, so pretend that you are a photographer for a day.
Yes.
So what would you photograph?
So I would either go on a train or a plane, and then I would go to hills, like any beautiful hills. I would take photos of the clouds, of the hills, take photos of people on the hills, like doing like stuff like that. And then I would also take pictures of the flowers.
Okay. So basically, if I say you're going to photograph nature and
Yeah.
also photograph people there.
Yeah, like people on the hills, like
What does
that.
that mean?
That means like they do poses on the hills, like they stand on the tippy toes, more like
Oh, so you are going to click portraits of people there.
Yeah.
Photographs of people who are posing for you.
yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. All right then. The next pretend question for you now, Arzoi. This one is a little different. Here I want you to pretend like a chef in a restaurant. Okay? And you have to create a new and special dish. So what would you make?
If I would be a chef, then I would create a new. It's not a dish; it's a dessert, and the dessert would be called Arzoi's special dessert. So basically, this dessert would be made in a small cup. Well, it has to be big because the dessert is big. So maybe a big cup. And then the first layer would be all ice cream. Then a sprinkle of nuts. Then whipped cream on top.
Okay.
Then ice cream on top.
Okay.
On top of the ice cream again, chocolate sauce. On top of that, nuts. And then a whole last layer of ice cream. So that's one layer, okay? And then we'll repeat the layer again. So we'll do 2 layers.
So you have, how many layers of ice cream will you have?
3 in 1 layer, but 6 in 2 layers.
So you are saying that you will have 6 layers of ice cream and you will repeat 3 and 3. Wow. And what about flavors?
Yes. And then on the second layer, there's gonna be sprinkles
Okay.
and Oreos instead of the nuts.
Okay. And what about ice cream flavors?
Oh, so the original flavor, the normal flavor, is the first layer would be lavender and honey. The second one would be all lemon, and the third one would be strawberry. But you can decide which 3 flavors you want.
So hold on. Does that mean you are going to offer customization to your customers? They can customize their own ice cream?
Yes,
Ah.
but that costs more pounds. So the original one costs £50, and
Okay.
then the other one costs £150.
So I see you actually have a business plan that you have laid down there. Yeah? You have a standard product and then you're also offering customization. Wow. I think this requires a completely different line of questioning and interview with you, Arzoi. So I'm going to keep this aside for now. All right? But great idea. Okay. So coming on to your next question. So, Arzoi, do you know what is your zodiac sign based on your birth date?
So I'm a Gemini because I'm born 28th of May, and I have 4 traits which are versatile, which means you do a lot of things. You can do a lot of things.
Okay.
For example, ballet, gymnastics, drawing, anything.
Okay.
And the second one is curious, which means you like doing it. You like knowing about lots of things, and you may read lots of books and books and books.
Okay.
And then expressive, which means you like not only to talk about yourself, but talking about others. Because I don't think I talk about myself. I think I talk more about others. Like, for example, my baby brother Abhi.
Okay. Okay.
And then the last one is being kind. Kind.
So tell me this then. In a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think? How true are these traits for you?
So, versatile would be, I think, 10 out of 10.
And why do you say so?
Because I can do a lot of things. I can do people's hairstyles. I can do baking. I can do a lot of math. I can do cleaning. I can do.
Okay. So I see the list is never ending. All right. So you are versatile. What about curious? In a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay, that's gonna be hard. I think that's like around 6.6.
Okay, so we are getting there. We are getting to be more curious about things. And what about expressive? I see you are expressive since you said you want to talk or you like talking about your brother Abhi, right?
I tell everybody that in my old school I have 2 Turkish friends. In my new school I have 2 Turkish friends.
Okay.
That's something I tell everyone. Everyone.
Okay. So that's another thing that you like talking about apart from your brother Abhi, is that right? All right. And you are kind. Am I right to say that?
I would say
You would call yourself kind?
I would, but out of 10, I would call it 10.1000.
All right. So that's something that you are very, very confident of. That's great, Arzoi. That's an excellent trait to have. And since we're talking about, things that you're versatile at, things you're good at, so why don't you tell me this? What are some things that you're really, really good at?
Really good at is mixing colors.
Okay.
Thinking of names for dolls.
Okay.
Doing people's hairstyles.
Okay.
And cleaning and setting up the house.
Oh.
And baking and caring for Abhi.
So I think apart from caring for Abhi, everything else is a lot creative. So can I call you a creative person?
Of course you can.
So how about I give you the title of Creative Arzoi? Would you like that?
Yes.
All right then, Creative Arzoi. Let's move ahead. Okay, so this question is going to be a little serious one. Okay, here I want you to make any 3 rules for your home. And just imagine that everybody in your house has to follow those rules. So what are they going to be?
So the first one would be keep your room neat and tidy. Who cleans your room? You do. Why would anyone else do it for you? I mean, I'm not sure if I should keep it neat and tidy or not because I love cleaning. But I made up the room myself, so I probably should.
Okay.
And then the second rule would be that you have to eat on the table. You can't eat anywhere else because then you'll be like separate and then like the people won't be with you and then like you can't sit next to each other.
Okay.
And then the third one would be no one doing gymnastics on the floor. I mean, I'm actually the only one in my house who can do gymnastics because who said grown-ups do gymnastics? They don't. But how can it be you do gymnastics? He's a baby, right?
Okay. So only I can do gymnastics in your house.
You can't do it on the floor, only on the bed.
So you want to do gymnastics on the bed, not on the floor.
Yes.
I hope your bed is where you want to do it.
Yes.
Okay. 3 very interesting rules, Arzoi. I think the third one is specific to you. The first 2 ones are all about your house. Yeah, and for everybody. All right. Okay, Arzoi, let's move on to the next question that I have. This one is about things that really annoy you. So tell me this, is there something that really bugs you? Something that really, really annoys you?
So I have 2 things. And my first one is on my baby brother Abhi. When he's crying, I'm sitting with him and he doesn't stop crying. I can't make him stop. So, I mean, I normally can, but sometimes I can't when I'm with him. I mean, the thing, how I figure it out is I just hold on to him and don't let him crawl to the edge of the bed.
Okay.
And like hold him and then let him crawl. I hold him.
Alright. So that's your trick.
And then the second thing is when my friend Annie at school, she gets into arguments with me.
Okay.
And I get really annoyed. She does silly faces like, and then stuff like that.
Okay. So she makes silly faces when she gets annoyed with you.
Yeah, and then I go and tell the teachers, and no matter who tells them, they say figure it out yourself.
Well, yeah, it's between you and your friend.
But then the next day, forget about it. But it doesn't really make sense because the next day she forgets about it.
Oh, so next day you patch things up.
No, she just forgets about it.
Yeah.
And then only happened once for 2 whole months. We didn't even argue.
Okay. So that was a very long, peaceful period for you two. You and Annie, I see.
Because Annie was playing with a Lego in college. She wasn't playing with me now.
Alright. I see you and Annie share a very interesting friendship. Now, Arzoi, I'm moving on to the last question for the day.
Last but not least.
Last but not the least. What is your favorite thing to do with your mom and your dad?
So, one is hugging them.
Okay.
Another one is when me and Papa make a milkshake together and then we sit outside and drink it.
I think those are 2 wonderful things, Arzoi, that you would like to do with your mom and dad. Really beautiful and really warm. Alright, so here we come to the end of our interview today. Did you have fun answering these questions about yourself?
Yes.
Alright, and I had loads of fun listening to what all you had to say. More power to you, Arzoi, and all the very best. Thank you so much for joining in. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.